Life and Living is made up of real-life stories from very real people, whose identities and circumstances have been concealed. These testimonies were shared in order to inspire others to seek prompt solutions to their fertility issues.
Choose wellness. Choose health and vitality. Know your numbers.
This is a corporate social responsibility message from PathCare, Nigeria's foremost pathology laboratory.
Life and Living series presents A Husband's Chronicle.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Our guest speaker is one that we have all been looking forward to having with us for a long time. Now that she has finally graced us with her presence, I want to say what a great honor it is indeed. I would like to welcome to the podium Mrs. Matilda Onyebuchi.
Thank you very much. I know everyone is eager to hear about how I made it through my journey to fertility. Tonight, however, I would like to talk about something we hardly think about. I would like to talk about our men for a change. Well, one man in particular, my husband, Tochi. You know, most accounts of struggles with infertility are given by women. Tonight, I want a man to have a say. I want this because people don't realize what a tower of strength these men are during these trying times. So, with a big round of applause, please help me welcome my husband, Mr. Tochi Onyebuchi.
Thank you very much. I am not really used to public speaking. My wife is the loudspeaker of the house. I guess my story starts from the day my sister came to our house.
Tochi, it has been a while. We don't seem to see you anymore these days. You don't even come for family events. You didn't even make Mama's 70th birthday.
Sister, things have been quite hectic at work lately.
Hectic? For the past 4 years? Come on, we all have jobs too.
Well, mine keeps me busy. Sister, how may I help you?
Where's your wife?
She's somewhere around.
I would like to see her.
Oh. Matilda! Matilda!
Yes!
Please come.
Okay, on our way. Sister, welcome.
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine, sister.
I was just telling Tochi that we don't see him anymore. Hope it's not because of you.
Abba, Auntie, it's not like that.
Matilda, why are you crying?
I'm always the reason behind Tochi's failure. Why? Why? Is it because I haven't had children? Is it my fault?
Abba, now, I wasn't joking. I did not mean it like that. Sorry. It's okay.
Matilda and I have been married for about 6 years without children. Yet, we never really talked about it. We always pretended everything was okay, but soon, the signs started to show. Darling, I know we are trying to be careful, but can't we put, small pepper in the food? This is so bland.
Honey, just sprinkle pepper on it and stop complaining.
Matilda, but...
Don't give me that, Tochi. All you ever do is talk. No action. I'm getting really tired of this whole thing.
Matilda! I was always doing damage control, trying to be loving and supportive, but my patience was really stretched thin.
I'm sorry, madam. I don't have change.
Eh? If you don't have enough change, Nko, you think I will leave it to you? You thief! That is how you want everyone to be leaving their change with you. You must give me my 20 naira today.
I'm not trying to take your change, madam.
You are! You want to steal my change! Stupid thief like you!
Matilda, stop it! You're causing a scene!
I won't stop it! Let her give me my change!
Alright, go to the car. I will collect the change.
No nonsense. This useless sales girl safe.
Matilda, my friend, you're looking so fresh these days.
Clara, stop making fun of me. I'm getting old. I'm in my 30s, for goodness sake.
Matilda. You know that nature has always been fair to you. At your age, see how great you're looking.
And why won't nature just give me what I really want? A child. Why?
I'm so sorry, Matilda. But I don't want to go there.
I know, Clara, I know. But look at you. You have two adorable twins. I've been married for 6 years. 6 years! Yet nothing. Nothing to show for it.
Matilda, don't worry. Your time will come, okay?
Amen.
Thinking about it now, I always wondered why we never really thought about IVF. Whenever our friends saw us, they seemed embarrassed to raise the topic. Yet, they were having their own babies. None of them ever mentioned IVF. Until one day, when Matilda had a rather ironic encounter.
Matilda! It's a lie! Look at you! It's so good to see you again!
You've been Matilda.
Wow.
So long.
Yeah.
And your children. I'm sure your house must be full of them now.
Tochi is fine, but we don't have any child yet.
Really? I'm so sorry, Matilda. But have you guys done anything about it? It's been how many years?
6 years. But we haven't done anything.
Matilda, infertility is not a thing of shame anymore. People are getting medical solutions these days. Haven't you heard of IVF?
I have.
Couples are
But
getting results through that means. See Clara now. She and her husband got their twins through IVF.
what did you say?
I said people are getting results through IVF.
No. I mean after that.
That Clara and her husband got their twins through IVF.
Clara, my friend? No, are you sure about what you're saying?
Of course, Matilda. And there are reputable IVF clinics in town now. I can even recommend one to you.
Wow. I can't believe this. I can't believe it. It's so good to be true. I can't believe this.
Hello, Oka Tochi.
Claros, what is the problem?
Oka, na Madam Matilda. She come out for house.
Is that a problem?
Oka, you don't understand, though, Oka. She just come out for house like that. She no carry car. She no wear shoe. When I call her, Madam, she no even answer me, Oka.
Why did you allow her leave the house?
But Oka Tochi, Madam na my Oka too now.
My friend, if anything happens to her, I will hold you responsible. I will lock you up.
Choose wellness. Choose health and vitality. Know your numbers.
This is a corporate social responsibility message from Pathcare, Nigeria's foremost pathology laboratory.
Where can my wife be? Look!
Matilda, what are you doing here?
Tochi.
Matilda, why are you doing this to yourself?
I can't take it anymore.
It's okay. Let's go home.
Abalaye, swallow gami. Swallow to you, 50 hands in the air.
Yes, can I help you?
Yeah, you they carry this woman go.
Are you okay? This is my wife.
You don't go drop something for boys before you carry her go, just like that.
Look, if you don't get out of my way now, I will deal with you.
You see the open eye for me, for my area. MC Thunder, FEC, come finish and walk by
My wife felt so betrayed that she almost took her life. She kept asking why Clara, her best friend, had done an IVF procedure and never told her to do the same, leaving her in a state of barrenness. And once again, more was required of me. I read about IVF like never before, and fortunately, my research led me to the best IVF clinic in the nation. And from there, things started working in our favor.
Oh my goodness!
Wow. This is a nice surprise. I can't remember the last time I heard you laugh.
Go, Joe! I just signed a book deal with Great Man Publishers.
Are you serious? This is wonderful!
Of course.
This is such a great news!
And do you know what else? They gave me an advance fee of 500,000 naira.
Oh my God! You are so wonderful, darling. Look, this money couldn't have come at a better time.
I know. It's about time we tried IVF.
Try for a baby?
Yeah.
Are you sure? I thought you never wanted to. I mean...
Tochi, do you know how it feels to hold a baby in your arms?
This is a surprise. All right, let's do it.
Yeah. Good morning, doctor.
Good morning, Mrs. Onyebuchi. How are you doing, Mr. Onyebuchi?
I am very well, doctor.
Please sit down. Your HCG test results are here.
And my heart is beating so fast.
Do you need to take time to calm down?
We can always do this later, doctor.
Are you kidding me? Doctor, please put me out of this misery already. If it's failed, let's know so that we can start the fresh cycle.
The HCG tests were very positive.
So, what are you trying to say?
Oh my God.
You're pregnant, Mrs. Onyebuchi.
Oh my goodness! Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for hearing from my husband, Tochi. I wanted to take this opportunity to celebrate my long-suffering and patient husband. Tochi has been a tower of strength, my rock of Gibraltar, my anchor in the storm of infertility. God came to me in the form of my husband. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause to my wonderful husband, Tochi Onyebuchi.
You're still listening to Life and Living, and I'm sure you enjoy that interesting drama. I'm Dr. Pamela, and with me as usual on the interview segment of the program is Nigeria's foremost expert on fertility care, Dr. Richard Ajayi of the Bridge Clinic. Thank you very much for taking the time to be on this program.
Thank you for inviting me.
This story of a husband's chronicle is actually very unusual, because it's taken from the perspective of the man. Normally it's taken from the perspective of the woman, and I must say he was a very unusual and very strong man at that.
Yes, infertility is generally considered a condition of a woman, and there's a lot of blame and finger pointing. But as I think the case portrays, it's a very long journey, and the support of a husband is critical in going through the journey.
And the success of it, really.
And absolutely, because you see, if the woman does not feel the support of her husband, she's already dealing with feelings of inadequacy.
So much.
She's feeling that she has not been able to fulfill her role as a woman. She feels judged by society, she feels stigmatized, and so she's lost her self-worth. The only person who can hold her together is her husband. Now, we get some couples where the husband is not supportive, is blaming the wife. The journey is always tougher for those kind of couples, where the husband is there, who's an emotional bedrock for the wife.
Pillar of support.
Absolute pillar of support. Then it's important, and it's easier for the woman.
If you'd like to get in touch with the doctor, you can send an email to doctor, which is DOCTOR, @thebridgeclinic.com, or text fertility PH to 20050. A Husband's Chronicle is actually a wonderful tale. A tale about an exemplary husband. Tochi was wonderful, extremely supportive of his wife through everything. Right at the beginning, I mean, we noticed that she was actually very, very uptight, I'd say. You know, reacting negatively to the sister-in-law's comments, attacking verbally the person in the shop. There seemed to be a lot of resentment.
The pain of infertility can really only be best described by those who are going through this very difficult situation. Having a child is something natural, and it's something we all expect to do. And so the disappointment and the frustration of her experiencing challenges with what is considered normal is a very difficult thing to deal with, especially in a society like ours, where married couples are really defined by their ability to have children. And couples with infertility in our society are really considered to have failed in a fundamental sort of way. So it's not unusual for the couples dealing with infertility to be as stressed as Matilda is.
But I must say, Tochi did very well. No matter what she did, whether it was issues with food, issues outside, issues with even with his family, he was supportive through it all. Do we normally have men that are that supportive?
Well, the interesting thing is that when I look at the couples coming to the Bridge Clinic, most of the men are actually very supportive, because I think the couples that decide to do IVF are a select group. The man is usually involved. Usually the man is the fund manager, and so he's involved in the process, is involved in the decision. And so a lot of men understand that they need to be the emotional punch bags for their wives when they're going through this difficult situation. So yes, a lot of the men understand, and a lot of men are supportive.
That's very good. But I must say that it was quite shocking. Matilda's friend Clara had actually been through IVF, had twins, was aware that Matilda was going through this painful process and seeking help, and yet didn't tell her about it. She had to find out through another friend. I really found that shocking. Why is this?
Well, I mean, we've talked about the challenges and the stigma of infertility, but the shame of it is that there's actually, perceived stigma with couples who have gone through IVF, because not only did you have difficulty achieving a pregnancy, but you also had to receive help to have a baby, and people feel that that's something that they really should not communicate and they should keep secret. So I guess her friend felt that she was not a complete woman because she'd done IVF, so she wanted to keep it under wraps.
Now, for me, I find that so difficult to understand, because you've received a blessing yourself. This is someone close to her. This is not someone far away from her. This is not a stranger that she's talking to. I mean, I do feel that she should have been able to share that information. The program you're listening to is Life and Living, and our fertility expert today is Dr. Richard Ajayi of the Bridge Clinic. If you'd like to get in touch with the doctor, you can send an email to doctor, which is DOCTOR, @thebridgeclinic.com, or text fertility PH to 20050. When we return, we will be addressing more issues, so don't touch that dial.
Choose wellness. Choose health and vitality. Know your numbers.
This is a corporate social responsibility message from Pathcare, Nigeria's foremost pathology laboratory.
Welcome back. You are still listening to Life and Living, and with us is Nigeria's foremost fertility health expert, Dr. Richard Ajayi of the Bridge Clinic. If you'd like to get in touch with the doctor, you can send an email to doctor, which is DOCTOR, @thebridgeclinic.com, or text fertility PH to 20050. Are there a lot of women who actually don't share this information, who don't share the blessings that God has given them by giving them children through IVF?
Oh, I think it's one of the biggest concerns. I mean, since we've been, operating at the Bridge Clinic now 14 years, over 1,500 children, but I know that a lot of the couples have not told their friends how they achieved the pregnancy. It's just a cultural situation here in Nigeria because we're not open about such things. I think that's why I like this program that you're running, because I think by talking about these issues, we bring these problems to the fore, and people will start to consider that IVF is not something to hide. It's a treatment for infertility, and the more people that are talking about it, the more people will benefit from the treatment.
And you know what is interesting is that this culture of secrecy is not just confined to things like IVF. There's some people who have diabetes or hypertension who don't even tell their family members that they have this. It's a problem in our society, and I think it's important that we destigmatize all things medical. We need to talk about it, we need to bring it out in the open, because that's the only way that other people will learn about it, and also the good things that are available in medicine in Nigeria will be made available to all.
Yes, we have to keep the conversation going. It's very important.
If you'd like to get in touch with the doctor, you can send an email to doctor, which is DOCTOR, @thebridgeclinic.com, or text fertility PH to 20050. What is interesting is I actually know the couple behind the story, and Matilda and Clara actually still ended up being best friends after this, because what happened was that Clara actually told Matilda that she had felt that because she didn't wait on the Lord, she was actually felt that, Matilda had been perhaps more spiritual, and that Matilda would judge her for having gone for IVF treatment. That was why she couldn't talk to her about it. But the good thing is that they've spoken now, and I think are more open to telling other people about their experiences, and certainly that's what Matilda did by sharing her story with us.
Absolutely. Well, the more we talk about the subject, the more we will undress all the cultural issues that hold us back. Infertility is a medical condition, IVF is a medical treatment, and the more we talk about it, the more people will get access to the treatment.
And we thank God that Matilda not only found out about the treatment, spoke to her husband, again he was supportive, went with her for the treatment, and at the end of the day, they achieved success.
Yes, we thank God.
It's been a pleasure having you on this program again, Dr. Ajayi. Thank you very much for sharing your knowledge with us.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
If you'd like to get in touch with the doctor, you can send an email to doctor, which is DOCTOR, @thebridgeclinic.com, or text fertility PH to 20050. Thank you, and stay tuned at the same time on the same station next week.
Life and Living series is produced by Verdant Zeal for Doctors on Air.